funny man. What? Hey. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.
What up, party people? My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. We are doing this. We're 10 shows into the new year. This is show number 10. Welcome. My core group of folks, appreciate y'all for always being there, locked in with your boy. I'm excited about today. There's a handful of people. First of all, Rodney Perry is a piece of shit. Let me say that. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Rodney Perry acts like he like people and he don't. But there's a handful of people that I really like. They're great people, great individuals. One of those is with me today. We had a chance to work together in Memphis, Tennessee a couple of weeks ago, and an absolute pleasure to watch you do stand-up comedy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Tony Tone. What's up, Tone?
I really don't like Rodney, man. But hey, man, what's going on? Hey, good morning, everybody. Oh man, I'm sorry.
Wow, so freaking ridiculous. Hey, Tony Tone is in the building.
Hey, Rodney, thanks for having me on again, man. Good morning, everybody.
First of all, I think I had to come. I gotta admit something to you, Tone.
What up?
I'm a hater, man. I am a hater. I hate the fact that you're still in shape.
Man, come on.
I hate it.
These are filters.
Today, probably at 4 a.m.
I use fitness filters on video. It's just a fitness filter.
Shut up, Tony. Shut up.
Hey, man, I got to stay on. I'm trying to be in one of the Marvel movies, man, or trying to be in the Creed 4.
Creed's father. Creed's Uncle Tony, my father.
Yeah, Uncle Creed, yeah.
Uncle Tony Creed. Yo,
right.
Hey, all jokes aside, man. A pleasure to watch you work, man. Memphis was great, right?
Man, we had an excellent time. I was looking forward to that weekend, man. Yeah, man, it's great to watch you work too, man. You know, we've watched each other work, man, for years. So, yeah. Man, you know, I went on and did what I did, and then you came on and killed it and took everybody home, man. So it was great, man.
Here's the question of the hour.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Are the Meanwhile shirts coming?
Oh, meanwhile, while we're talking, we're going to get those shirts out very soon. Meanwhile, hey, man, I'm working on it. I'm working on it for real, man. I'm going to get those out there for sure. So everybody listening, be on the lookout for those Meanwhile shirts. We'll explain the Meanwhile. Do we need to explain to them?
I got a guy. You might be able to beat his price, but his packaging is so good.
Okay.
You know, he sends you the shirts packaged up. Talent uses them too. And your talent.
Okay.
Talent. And that that was a good meanwhile. Meanwhile,
back at the Hall of Justice.
Wow. Hey, dude, has your brain always worked like this?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it really has. It really has, man. I from being a kid, man, I came out the womb running my mouth, and my imagination, man, I latch on to sounds and, you know, phonetic sounds and being able to duplicate them. You know what I mean? You know, I'm like an impressionist is basically a singer who can't harmonize, but we can match pitches. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I always notice. I've always observed and noticed and made note of just kind of some obscure stuff. Maybe not as obvious to other people, but to me it stuck out. Like the Meanwhile guy, the narrator. For those of you watching, it's the narrator on the Super Friends back in the day. For those who remember the Super Friends, I know Rodney does, but the Super Friends. That guy was on there every Saturday morning. You didn't see his face, but you always heard him, and he always led. He always led with that one word. Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice, they were plotting how to take down the Legion of Doom.
Dude, as you was unpacking the joke, I was like, I know the guy, and then you did his voice, and it kind of it had a certain nostalgia to it.
Yeah.
You know, which I thought was really dope, man. And again, like you say, like I don't believe in doing impressions unless you nail them.
Right.
Everyone you do, you nail.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I appreciate it, man.
I mean, I know I've done impressions through my career, but it's always incidental to the bit. You know, I never like had a series of impressions that I would do. But I think what you do, man, is so special, bro.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm thankful for it, man. And you know, I utilize it in my act, of course, man. I try to mix everything in there, and yeah, definitely impressions, and I'm working on some more actually, man. But I'm gonna keep it under the roof right now until I'm ready for them.
Hey, do the impression guys be beefing?
Some do, and we know of one that beefs with everybody. He beefs with himself during it because he's so miserable. But yeah, and that's the only one person that I don't have beef with.
I saw him during the pandemic kind of lean into Afion a little bit, you know, because Afion's been known to do a few impressions, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And so, yeah, man, I like to watch guys that do impressions talk to each other.
Right. And you know, here's my deal. Impression is, from what I know, most of us, I don't know of any real beefs or anybody that have a beef with me other than one person. And I think a lot of us don't like to, we don't really care to work with each other because of the fact we may do a lot of the same voices, right? I'm one of those people, man.
You do some obscure stuff.
Yeah, I do. But I have worked with some white and black that they were like, one of them like, man, I gotta do stuff. I said, well, go ahead and do it. I'm the type of person, man, I'll bring us both back on stage at the end of the show, and we just do like some impromptu impression skits, you know what I'm saying? And it works. It really works. You know what I'm saying? Because believe it or not, I only know one other person that does Optimus Prime, man, and that's his name is Michael Brown. He's out of Little Rock. A white guy, man, and him and I did a show together, and we came back on stage and did some stuff together on stage. The audience loved it, man. So I'm one of those people. I can coexist. I don't have to be like, hey, man, I gotta do this, and can you not do that? I'm not that person, man. So whatever you do, I may even do the same impression behind you. Of course, it'll be in a different scenario, but I'll make it work, man. So I don't really, I don't know of any like serious impression in this beefs. But it's funny though, when we do beef, we beef in other people's voices. I don't know why. See, y'all don't like. That's what I'm talking about. If y'all doing my voice, that's what I'm talking about, Rodney. I should go up there and smack him like Will Smith smack me. That's what I'm talking about. No.
Wait a minute. Why the hands though?
Because you gotta do this whatever you do, Chris. Like I said, you gotta do this whatever you do, Chris. That's what I'm talking about. It's the hands.
Trina Peeker says, "What's up, Tone?"
Hey, what's up, Trina?
Trina
Good
Peeker
morning.
is in the building. Always supporting the show. All right, man. Tony Tone. Let's get into what's happening out here in these streets. I use the Shade Room. I use Rolling Out Magazine. Let's see what's going on out here in these streets. First of all, did you see this, Tony Tone? Walmart and Target are cracking down on people stealing from self-checkout.
Oh.
They said they're losing millions of dollars from self-checkout. First of all, they got rid of all the checkers.
Yep. That's their fault.
Now I work there. But guess what? Just because I work there don't mean I ain't going to get nothing extra. So what they're doing, especially for the workers, they're letting it add up to a misdemeanor. To a felony.
Oh, really?
Before they get them. So say, for instance, you get you go to the checkout, you get some groceries. You know, you stole $50. That's not that ain't no real crime.
Right.
So what they doing now is they said, okay, you doing that? Well, guess what? We're gonna let that shit build up. Keep stealing.
Mm.
And they let it get up to like $1,000, and they sending your ass to jail.
Wow.
Walmart and Target.
That's not something to be locked up for. If you're gonna be locked up for something tough. You get locked up for stealing in the self-checkout. that ain't tough at all. Yo, what you in for, dog? Yo, I be stealing stuff in this. I be stealing stuff in the self-checkout. What's up? Holla at your boy. What you in for?
I got you, son.
I got you. Whatever you need, I got you. Self-checkout.
Dog, is that not crazy, Tone? As we think about that, man, you know, I've heard people do jokes about it, but man, that's just turned into a real thing, man.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you that ain't nothing, man. They should be even harsher than that. They should have somebody waiting at the door, and you stealing stuff at the self-checkout. As soon as you get there, they should be standing there with a wooden block and a meat cleaver. They should cut your hand off. Cut one of your hands off.
Cut your hand off
for stealing.
Goodness.
For stealing.
Hey, all right. The mayor of Bangladesh has joined us.
That is right. I think we should cut off the hand of people that steal. I promise you, they will stop stealing in our Delhi.
that is a New Delhi. That is a fact.
New Delhi.
Dude, that's a crazy story. I saw that yesterday. I was like, wow, this is gonna be a good one right here.
It was coming. It was probably going on for a long time. It was probably going on for a minute.
Monique and Lee Daniels squash beef. They have a horror film coming out.
What?
Yes, man. They squashed the beef some time ago, and they talked about working together. But how about this? They shot an amazing movie. From what I understand, it's a horror movie. It's starring Monique. What's your thoughts, Tone?
Hey, that's good. Anytime, especially between us black people, anytime we can squash a beef and continue to work together, and in a positive way, I'm all for it, man. That's good. That's big on both of their parts, because we know that was pretty heavy, man. So they squashed the beef. Now we get to see them work together again, man. Black people uniting, man. That's what I like. So I'm happy. That's good news.
Hey, we're all ordinary people, Tony.
We are ordinary people.
I knew you would do it. Chrissy Teigen and the homie got a new baby.
Because we're not taking it slow. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
John Legend has been shooting up the club.
Uh-huh.
Yo, this is a cute ass baby too. Let me see if I can.
Tonight, I keep in you.
This baby don't look like he done yet though. Let me pull him
I haven't
up.
seen him. Well, they both like they still developing themselves.
Wow. Okay, stay right there. Let's see. Chris, here you go. Hey, look at this baby, Tone.
All right, let me check it out. Oh yeah, man! He just came out the oven, man.
Yeah,
he posing already.
He is ready. He ready to hit the runway.
How he come out and do a headshot pose? That's his headshot.
Dude, he looked like, please take the camera off of me. And
I know.
This baby look. Hold on. What is Chrissy? What is Chrissy Teigen? What is she? She's Asian,
don't know
right?
Exactly. I want to say she's not white. I want to say of a Latin descent, man. I don't know for sure, but she looks like maybe of a Latin descent.
This baby look like he done went back and got all the white genes.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually that's the agent's baby. It's the agent's.
Wow.
Not
wow.
Baby's half Latin, half Jewish.
Hey, yo, this thing is happening now, man. More and more women are not carrying these children, man. They're getting surrogates.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that something you would consider, man? If you and your ladies decide to have a kid, would y'all consider a surrogacy?
No, man, because you don't have that. There's a reason why another human come out of women, man, because it creates a bond. They bond before the kid even hits the world. So it's a bond, man. They don't have that. They don't get to have that bond. The surrogate mother is more connected to that kid than the supposed, official mother, in my opinion. In my opinion. Now, to the women that can't have kids and go that route, I understand. But if you're perfectly capable of having a kid, in my opinion, you should have it because it creates that bond. It's a bond, man. That's why kids are so close to their mother than their father, man. The father only liked the fuse. We just like the fuse and run off.
Light the fuse. Hilarious. Hey,
which is like
Gabrielle Union in the news. Gabrielle Union claps back at critics who weren't fond of her past infidelity. Now, apparently with her first husband, Gab snuck out, did a little okay? So
I was one of those recipients, so I'm not mad at Gabrielle.
Wait a minute, Tony.
I'm kidding. In my mind.
Tony.
I'm just,
Oh shit. Hey, hold on, Tony. I gotta take a break. Stay right there, everybody. God damn it, where's my thing? Oh, hit it. Okay, where's my button? My button's not working. Stay here, internet. Don't go. If I had told this thing, oh, there you go. Okay, I'm gonna take a break, Tone, and we come back, more show. Let me find my little commercial. I need a long one.
Okay.
Meanwhile, we're taking a break.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Sean, and I know you want to be a podcaster. You want a successful podcast. You want to give your views and opinions, but you just don't know how to do it correctly. That's why you got to hit up ShawneeScott.com. You want to be on radio, and you want to know how to build your radio career. ShawneeScott.com. She's done all of this. I've worked alongside her for years, and I will tell you the information that she can give you is on a value level that I can't even put a price on it. All you have to do is go to ShawneeScott.com. Your future, right now. That's it. Michael Sean. Yeah.
Oh, no, I got it right, Rihanna.
And we're back, folks. Welcome back to the Rodney Perry podcast. I'm his co-host today. I'm Tony Llewellyn, Tony Tone, and Rodney's back, folks. That's right.
Welcome done, back. Tony. Thank you. that was dope. Hey, so I thought my charger was upstairs. It's right here.
You getting old, man.
1%.
That's what happens when we get older, man. Oh yeah, I feel you, man. Yeah, I'm actually I'm plugged. I'm on 100, but yeah, I got my charger waiting right here. Oh, did he go out? I think Rodney went out for a minute. He'll be back. I don't know if y'all can hear me here. Are we live? Yes, we're live. Rodney was down to 1% on his phone. He had to let it charge. I think the 1% gave out. And we will be back. I'm going to plug up just in case so I can avoid that issue. So welcome back, folks. You're watching Rodney Perry Live. I'm his special guest and co-host, comedian Tony Tone. And while you're waiting, follow us both on social media if you're not following us right now. Rodney Perry's on Instagram. I'm on Instagram. Oh, there he is. He's back, folks. I had him, man. I kept him for you.
Dude, let me tell you something. Nobody else would have done that. Well done, Tony Tone.
Oh, okay, man. Appreciate it, man.
Wow. Gabrielle Union claps back. She's like, yo, yes, I cheated. So what?
Hey, was that a pun? She clapped back? Okay.
She clapped. Somebody clapped them cheeks. All
she
right.
clapping from one of those outer relationship excursions. She clapping now. No, I'm stopping. The old clap.
Sylvia said you had my back. Thank you, Sylvia Crawford. Trina Pinkett is in the building. Victor Marshall is in the building. What's up, bro?
Victor.
He says hi to you as well, Tony Tone. Yo, always a pleasure to have Tony on the show, man. Thank you for coming in this morning. You have saved me twice already.
Hey, it's all good, man. I got you, man. We boys. CMB.
We all we got.
We all we got.
All right, Tone. Let's see. George Foreman countersues accuser after zero corroboration evidence is presented. Do you know anything about this George Foreman story?
I heard a little bit about it, man, and they say pretty much it seemed like it was all false allegations, man. Somebody maybe trying to get money out of him, and yeah, he's just countersuing. I don't know in detail, but that's pretty much the gist of it, man. Like somebody tried to say that.
Right. So apparently, George Foreman, this person made sexual allegations, but the man is 74 years old, for God's sake. Okay.
Right.
So goodness gracious. According to TMZ, the 74-year-old is suing a woman identified as Gwen H., who is one of the two people who filed lawsuit against Foreman August 2022. Specifically, Gwen and Denise S. both accused George Foreman of sexually assaulting them back while he was in his 20s. You know what?
Oh, it is. Well, and
not to diminish what women go through. Because
right.
Every woman you know has been raped or molested some kind of way.
Right. Unfortunately, yep.
But 50 years later, though?
Yeah, I know. That's some straight Bill Cosby type activity right there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Or, Tone, let me ask you this, and I'll put this to the ladies in the chat. Should there be no statute of limitation? Should a woman be able to call you back 50 years later, 60 years later? Andromeda is in the chat. I would love to hear her chime in on this.
Let me think, Rodney, because if we say there should be a statute of limitations in this category, but then we as Black folks, we still want to get those white people that were guilty of heinous racist crimes.
Wow. Come on, Tone.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Maybe there shouldn't be a statute of limitations on crimes like that, because rape and molestation is serious.
The woman that accused Emmett Till of raping her lied.
Right.
She admitted she lied.
And she should have been locked
80
up.
or 90.
Yep. She should have been locked up for for the last 2 weeks of her life.
You got life.
For 2 weeks.
Goodness gracious. George Foreman took a L. But should he countersue, Tony? Like, to me, the countersue makes people even look more. But first of all, if you rape 2 girls, you probably got 40 of them in the hopper.
It's possible. It's
Let's
possible,
see what
man.
says. Absolutely not. Sex crimes are horrible to deal with mentally and emotionally, and the stigma around them make it worse. It's too hard to speak up. The public treats a woman horrible. True enough. But 50 years, drama?
I wonder what made him wait 50 years, though.
I mean, if you're going to really have got George Foreman, you should have got him at the height of the George Foreman grill.
Yep.
And that was 20 years ago.
You should have been waiting ringside when he got knocked out by Ali.
You're going down. No one wants to be physically violated and them violating again by the public opinion. That's fair. That's fair. I get that. But come on, ladies. Come on, guys, for that sake. You know, wow.
And plus, I don't know. I hate that the public opinion thing. I don't even give in to that.
It's so hard to prove anyway. Because, I mean, what exactly did he do? Was it consensual?
Right. Yeah, that could. Yeah. Did he really force himself, or did they not get their way? And
he looked like such a nice guy. Let me pull him up so you can see this guy.
George is not a nice guy though. He had some Yeah, out of the ring, he was kind of a problem in Houston, man. But
Really?
you know, I think he kind of had some issues.
Look at this old man, Tony.
Oh yeah, everybody's nice when they're old. They ain't got too much longer. They trying to cram the kindness in. Look,
what are you trying to do?
They trying to cram some kindness in, man. I mean, look at him. Yeah, that's Uncle George. He's going to heaven now.
Makeup on and everything.
Huh?
He got makeup on.
Yep, got makeup on. Got white Jesus right by his head.
Oh, Victor Marshall's chiming in. Vic, what do you say? You can't burden the courts with antiquated allegations. Accusers' credibility is always an issue. A delay in reporting affects their credibility.
Yeah.
Wow.
The longer you wait, the worse you make it, though. That's true. The longer you wait.
Victor Marshall is our resident lawyer. He broke it down. He said the credibility becomes the issue after so many years. The Gumbo Podcast. This is Andromeda again. My other phone died.
Andromeda.
The delay is due to trauma and shame. Okay, Victor. Andromeda pushed back. She said, but is the delay of 50 years drama? Goodness gracious. Okay. Get out of here, George Foreman. Let's look what else is cracking today. Wow, man. You know what? I'm really upset about Target. I don't steal.
You sound like you. They're like, they cracking down.
I don't steal, but I would. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. I talked to somebody that's really upset about this earlier today. Let me see if they're available.
About the Target and Walmart?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got a call early this morning about it.
Hey, man, look, these stores should have known better, man. You can't trust humans, man. Humans will mess up every time, and to trust us to not me, I don't steal, and I would never do that. But you can't trust all of us to scan our own items properly.
But how about this? I don't work at Walmart on purpose.
Right.
So I can't be expected to do your job correctly.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I used to work. One of my first jobs was I worked at Kroger grocery store. And I went from being a courtesy clerk to cashier very quickly. And I just know how to do all that. I never forgot how to do that. And that was years ago.
You ever have a slow check? You be like, move, I'll do it.
Right. Yeah. I to this day, I still look at the employees like, yo, you're doing it wrong. Let me do it. Yeah, I do it. Let me do it. Let me show you how to use a swim technique when you bagging groceries. And why you putting Clorox in there with my meat? You don't put chemicals in the same bag with the meat.
Never.
You know?
Andromeda says there's no victory in sexual assault. There is also victory in telling. You have to deal with how the public will treat you. Understood. Get it. I get it.
Hey man, it is traumatic though, especially rape and molestation, because there's both men and women are going through that from family members. They keep it to themselves for years.
True enough. T.I. speaks out about his son King's behavior.
Who?
T.I.
Okay, T.I.
T.I. Of course, King is going through it. You know what, man? It's harder to raise a kid that's had some level of how do I put this? A kid that's had some level of like things.
Right. They kind of they get they're exposed, the exposure they have early in their life
you got T.I.'s kids been in reality, they make money, they're I'm sure they're good kids, but they also have a yearning to get their street cred.
Yep, because people look at them, call them, oh, you T.I. kid, you already got a silver spoon in your mouth. So now, yeah, you're right. It does make them want to prove themselves in the streets.
Yeah, so T.I. is talking about his son, man. He had a run-in with the law. I think he's gonna fix the whole thing. Let's pull him up. And the son is a spitting image of the mom. Let's see.
Tiny?
Yes.
He got the same lips and okay.
You know what? Calm yet. You stop it.
He got the
There
same.
goes the son.
Oh, dang, he sure is, man. I thought that was Tiny.
Not Tiny.
Jeez. Yeah, I don't know, man. Is he all right? Is he?
I mean, T.I. recently appeared as a guest on Shannon Sharp's podcast, Club Shay Shay, and the rapper shared his thoughts about his son, King's recent behavior. T.I. also shared a stark reminder for other adults criticizing his parenting skills. You know what? The reality is, it's easy to criticize a parent on Monday morning, right? How you deal with certain situations. But you know what, Tone? If you're not dealing with that shit real time, that's tough, man. You know, my son and I went through it. You know, my son is almost 30 years now, but when he was 16, I found myself on the Monique show choking this man in the front yard.
Wow.
And as I looked down at his face, I saw nothing but mine. And you know, it really changed me in terms of how I deal with my kids. And I'm not a beat them kids parent no more.
Right.
I don't, you know, first of all, there's nothing that says it works. And I believe, and you tell me what you think, it's a holdover from slavery.
It is. It's a
carryover.
carryover.
Each other.
We mimic what was used on us. And it wasn't necessarily good. It was more psychological trauma, really. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we can't use a psychological way, we beat it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just not always the best option, man. It's best
what's the
now,
comedian? He said the only people we beat on in this country are little people.
Yeah.
You know, children.
Yeah.
You would never beat an adult for doing wrong, or maybe you would. I'm sorry, Tony, I cut you off.
Oh, you're good, man. You're good. I'm just saying, you know, now kids now, in order to discipline, you don't even have to. It's easy to discipline your kids without spanking them now. Just cut off the Wi-Fi. These kids lose their mind.
Dog, you shut that Wi-Fi down, you're gonna have me crying too.
They be like, no. You take their electronics away from them, man. They lose their mind. They'll ask for a beating. Please beat me. Don't cut off the Wi-Fi.
Whatever, please. I'll take an ass whooping.
Yeah.
Okay. Khloe Kardashian is in the news, Tony. She's talking about Tristan Thompson. Let me pull it up. Ba ba ba. Boom and boom. Khloe Kardashian is in the news. The Kardashian family. What, like, people call them white? They're not white, are they, Tony?
No, they're not. They're Armenian, I believe, like Middle Eastern.
Yeah, moms might be white, but these kids is Armenian.
Yeah, they're Armenian. Yeah, man.
Khloe Kardashian has broken her silence and shared a heartfelt Instagram post with ex Tristan Thompson. Thompson is also, his mother. She. I guess her and the mom were beefing.
Oh, really?
Know what? I'm usually not a man that enjoys plastic surgery, but Tone, this Kardashian girl look good with her plastic surgery.
Well, hers doesn't look. It doesn't look. It looks more natural. It like she went to the top of the line plastic surgeon. You know, while others look like they went to a pottery shop. But yeah, I mean, you know, yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm not a fan of it, but
who is a poster child for a bad parent? The Kardashian mama.
Yeah.
Or Tony, is she a great parent? I mean, she lifted all her children to million and billion dollar status. I mean, is she a great parent or is she horrible?
She's a great parent in her kids being successful at achieving success money wise, but I wouldn't say that would be the best way to make your kids successful is to whore them out.
I mean, the kids whored themselves out. She just took advantage of it, right?
Well, yeah. She did. She took advantage of it. So I don't know, man. They started doing it when they were grown, all right? The kids.
Yeah, they weren't children.
Yeah, they weren't children, so I don't know, man. I guess, you know, that
Yeah,
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
And now
my good friend Bone Hampton would always say that it is what it is. All right, Tony, let's go to sports, man. Who do you like? Who's going to the Super Bowl?
you know what? I really want to. Let's do the next topic, man. My Cowboys got put out. I don't want to talk about no sports.
Hey,
you know what?
Hey, Tone. Was Dak Prescott point shaving?
Hey, man. Either you know what? I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know, man. He just honestly, I don't think so. That's just been Dak all year, man, making bad reads, wrong
He
reads.
had a great week the week before. He looked like a superstar.
Well, I'm gonna let Jerry Jones talk to you about this Dak Prescott. Well, Dak, this everybody knows this wasn't the best year for Dak, and he had ups and downs.
I gotta ask you, Mr. Jones.
Yes, right.
You can't put this loss squarely on the shoulders of Dak Prescott, can you?
I sure goddamn can, and I'm doing it. It's all Dak's fault. I don't care what people are saying about the other players. I put all $40 million on Dak's goddamn shoulders. That's what I do.
Hey, Pollard is the Memphis kid. He goes down, and then the game goes south. Is that the real reason, Jerry? Come on, man, really?
Well, Tony he's definitely was a hard loss, and it affected the game some. But if that was people like Brady or Aaron Rodgers, they would have made it still work. And I'm still putting it on Dak. Don't try to take it off of Dak. I'm putting it on Dak this time. You saw the tweet that came out. I typed that. I typed that.
The tweet.
I typed that tweet every goddamn letter.
Last question, Mr. Jones.
Yes.
Ezekiel Elliott, man, he was your guy for a long time. Is he finished?
Well, quite frankly, Zeke was finished a couple of years ago.
Is that right?
I would say he's finished now in terms of the money that we put into him. So after this year, Zeke is going to be playing in another uniform. We're going to move forward with Pollard. We may franchise tag him. I don't know, but we're going to move along with Pollard and maybe Malik Davis, young guy. But I got to live and die with Dak right now. I can't get Dak off my mind.
Wow.
And
you can't get Dak. You can't get Dak off your mind. You want to pause that one?
I don't know. We might have to. We're gonna figure something out.
Thank you, Mr. Jones, for popping on the show, man.
Now, wait. No.
Dude, that was incredible. Yo, Tony is in the building. My name is Rodney Perry. Tune in to Rodney Perry Live. We're gonna take a quick break. We come back. We're gonna play the game that's sweeping the nation. We call it This or That. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuned into Rodney Perry.
I'm an actor in an ad that was given 12 seconds to remind you that if you're high, just don't drive. Because if you feel different, you drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyway.
It's illegal to drive high, Tony. Did you know that?
Well, I'm high right now, so.
Well, you're not driving, which is a good thing.
I'm about to drive to St. Louis as soon as we're done.
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
Tony Tone is a road warrior.
Yes, one of the last of my breed.
You are the absolute. You definitely last if I'm in line because I'm not driving nowhere.
Man, I'm going to St. Louis today, then on to Indianapolis, and then Raleigh, North Carolina.
Ooh, that's a big old triangle. Goodness gracious.
That's not that bad because Indianapolis is only about 3.5 hours northeast of St. Louis.
Right. So you go over and then you go way to Raleigh.
Yeah, but Raleigh, I think let's see. I got to see how far, but it's not that bad, man. I mean, I've driven way further, man.
8 hours at least.
Yeah, that's fine, man. Remember, I drove from here to Omaha to work with you, man. That was 11.5.
Goodness gracious. You the man, dude. I take my hat off to you, brother.
Hey, thanks, man.
Here we go, Tony Tone. The game is called This or That.
All right.
And if y'all want to join in, please feel free to rock with your boy. Hold on, let me find this. This or that is sweeping the country. Boom. If you want to come in, feel free to grab the link. All right, this or that. Tony.
Yes.
Single or relationship?
Single.
Wow. Tony Tone, not 6 months ago, we were praising you for your marriage, your nuptials. The next time I see you, I'm like, how's the wife? He's like, no.
You like, how's the wife? I'm like, I'm living the
single. Wow. All right, moving on, man, and God bless her and Tone, man. I know you're gonna find a great woman, man. I already know. All right, here we go. Milky Way or Snickers?
Snickers.
Nobody says Milky Way. I love the Milky Way.
I've never liked Milky Way, man. I'll do Snickers before Milky Way, yeah.
Oh, God. Manifestation or God did?
God did.
God did. God did. I'm a God did type of guy. Don't get me wrong. I believe in manifestation, but I believe that you can will certain things to you, but there's things you can't fathom that God can bless you with.
Exactly. Nothing compares. So, yeah, definitely God did.
Tony Tone, this or that. Body wash or bar of soap?
Bar soap.
You know what? Drama, you shut your mouth, okay? Shut your freaking look at Drama. She hates my Milky Way conversation. Anyway.
That's right. Throw them away.
Body wash or bar soap, what did you say?
Bar soap.
Is a regular old bar soap?
Yep.
Do you use a towel or a loofah?
Nah, I use a rag, man. Good old rag and a bar soap, man. I'm old school, man.
Wash rag.
I use wash rag. I use Ivory or Safeguard. Good real soap.
Bow leg or pigeon toe?
Bow legs. Oh no, or should I say rickets? People don't know that of course bow leg is coming up as we were coming up bow leg. The women thought the dude was sexy, and we thought the women were sexy. Oh man, she bow leg. She had rickets. Rickets.
Is that what rickets is?
That's what rickets cause your legs to bow.
Really?
Now, depending on how bold they were, if they were severely bold, we wrote it off as a problem. But if they had a nice little sexy bow, like, oh man, she bow-legged. But that was rickets, man. That's calcium deficiency.
I used the word rickets in my show. I had no idea what it meant.
Yeah, that's rickets, man. Look it up. It's a deficiency, a bone deficiency, man. Cause the legs to bow, man.
All right. Tough one here, Tony.
All right.
Bernie Mac or Robin Harris?
Ooh, that is tough. I'm telling you something that's tough. That's a tough motherfucking question. I don't know what to say. God damn. Are you talking to Bernie? I'm gonna tell you something, right. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
I have a hard time choosing myself or Robin. Robin was a motherfucker, man. He was a motherfucker. I don't know.
Are brilliant. Kevin Hart or Cat Williams?
Now, I don't know why you want to ask me a question like that. I think it's a very short answer. It's going to be a short answer. I'm going to say, I'm going to say Cat Williams because he keeps it real, but Kevin Hart, he's a little more successful because he played that game. Now, I'm not going to say nothing about the dress, but if I had worn a dress, I'd have been just as successful as Kevin Hart.
Hey, you know what? That's a great question, Tone. I'm telling you why I think they separated. First of all, Cat was gone first.
Yeah.
Cat was gone. Cat caught a gun charge in New York.
Right.
He booked a movie with Matthew McConaughey called Fool's Gold.
All right.
Because of the gun charge, he could not go shoot the movie in Australia. Who books that movie?
Oh, that Kevin did? Wow.
Kevin Hart books that movie. So if Cat plays that character in that movie, his career might take off even bigger.
Yeah.
But he never played it. And quiet as kept, he might have even been better than Kevin.
Yeah.
In that movie, because Cat Williams is a real villain.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Yep. And he can act. He can actually act.
Word. Hold on. I just got a call. I don't know if I want to do this on the air, but why not?
Hello, caller. You're live.
Steven. I'm live on the air. And what's your thoughts, Steven? I mean, I don't want to even bring up that situation unless you want to.
Uh-oh.
All right, I'm gonna send you the link. Come on.
All right, okay, send me the link.
I'll send you the link. You come when you can. All right. Yo, man, the climate here in Atlanta is kind of interesting right now. We were all at Cat's Cafe last night. That was a small incident that didn't become anything, but it's one of those things that could have got bad, Tony.
Really? What happened, man?
I'm not comfortable saying it until I get him on here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I haven't been to Cats in so long, man. But wow. So it's within the comedy community.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Wow.
All right. Victor Marshall says that brother Tony Tone has a voice skills. Damn.
Thank you, Victor. Thank you. That's a good name, Victor, man. Victor's a good name.
Victor is a cool ass name, man.
Yep.
All right, this or that. Halloween or Christmas?
Oh, Christmas.
White people love Halloween.
Well, it's because they're wicked.
Ooh.
It's because they're wicked. It's a wicked nature.
That's a wicked nature. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Tony Tone. The next question, my prerogative or poison?
Man, it's driving me out of my mind. That's why it's hard for me to find. Can't get it out of my head. Miss her, kiss her, love her. That girl is
poison.
Yeah. And I like both. But I'm gonna go with poison on that, boy.
All right, Tony Tone. Would you rather a woman had a BBL or be natural?
Natural.
Really?
Oh man, I don't want to know. I don't want to tamper with. Let me tell you something, man. I can't stand to see people outside of a medical condition or injury purposely allow flawed man into their body. Man can't compete with nature, man. Man can't compete with nature. Cause what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do when they get old, man? They're gonna get the BBL redone. You know what I'm saying? No, I like natural.
Gosman Heifers just checking in. Thank you for popping in. Says, all right, Tony, this or that. DC Comics or Marvel?
Ooh, man. Because meanwhile, hey man, I'm Marvel. I'm Marvel because cinematically, man, they've been kicking DC in the butt. DC has been so inconsistent. And I'm upset with DC right now because they got rid of the one Superman, the best Superman we had since Christopher Reeve. They got rid of Henry Cavill.
Yeah,
man, I'm like, come on. I'm Marvel, straight up Marvel, hands down. Right. But DC is older than Marvel, man. DC's been around. They were first.
There is no Marvel without DC.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us. Oh, Hop Good just popped out. Oh, Hop Good is still there. Hollywood Hop, how are you?
Good morning, gentlemen.
Hollywood.
Good morning, sir.
We're waiting on Steve Brown. We're inside of an arousing game of this or that. Would you rather be a movie star or a comedy star?
Say that again.
A movie star or a comedy star?
Oh, I'm gonna say comedy star because comedy star will actually gravitate over the movies anyway. So
anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, guys, join us. First of all, my name is Roddy Perry. You tune in to Roddy Perry Live. My co-host for the day, Tony Tone, Hollywood Hop, the head of the Brat Pack, the nicest man in the world, and of course, the great Steve Brown. Join us today. Steve Brown, how are you, bro? Why you changed that look you had? You was the light was in your face. You was looking beautiful.
Steve Brown, folks.
Steve Brown. Can you hear us?
I can't hear you.
I hear you fine.
We hear you.
Let me try something else. I'll be back.
All right.
That's that Tuscaloosa connection. They don't have. They're not advanced yet in Tuscaloosa.
So real quick, man.
Boy.
We was out at All Out of Cats Cafe last night. And there was a slight altercation between Steve and a younger comic. And it ended up being nothing, but it could have been something. And we're going to talk to Steve about it in a minute. In the next hour, if you hang on, my man, Red Grant, is coming in, man. I can't tell you how proud I am of this guy.
Red.
He ran for mayor of Washington, D.C.
What?
And,
I didn't know about this.
Yeah,
yes,
man.
sir.
He's a good dude, man.
I didn't know he ran for mayor.
And he got like 300,000 votes.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
He did a great job. So we're gonna talk to Red Grant in the next hour coming up, man. I can't wait to do this.
That's
this
awesome.
That is still in effect, though. Stay right there. Okay, Tony Tone, Hop Good. Right. Would you rather have a freak or an accountant?
In my age, an accountant. An accountant.
Hey, only 50-year-old men would say they accountant.
I said freaky accountant, but yeah.
Freaky accountant. Oh, nice.
Just got through paying bills.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
Tony Tone.
All right.
This or that, Babyface or Timberland?
So the music artist, right? Well, I grew up on Babyface. I'm gonna go with Babyface, man. Old school.
Hollywood Hop, Babyface or Timberland?
Babyface.
Y'all old, man. All right. This won't tell your age. This just tell you your sweet tooth. Tony Tone, you in great shape. Hop Good. You know your t-shirts are getting smaller and smaller. Oatmeal cream pie or honey buns?
Oh, honey buns. I don't like oatmeal cream pie now. Honey buns.
Wow.
Yeah,
oatmeal cream pie.
I'm an oatmeal cream pie guy.
I'm a honey bun.
Well, so you like sweet rolls too, huh?
Wow.
Cinnamon rolls, all that. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Crossed eyes or walk with a limp?
Walk with a limp.
Walk with a limp, because you can say you had a old war injury or something.
I think women look at men that walk with a limp as some inept. I would rather have cross eyes. I can throw some glasses on cross eyes.
It's only you tell women, if women look at us with a limp, it ain't the third leg, it's just one of the other legs. That's all.
Hilarious.
We don't limp in bed.
All right, we're coming to the end of the hour.
Have been getting away with the cross eye.
You say what?
Gorillas or lions?
Gorillas or lions? Like in a fight or just
however you want to look at it.
I'm going with gorillas, man. They're very intelligent, man.
They smart, but the lion is still the king of the jungle. What you say, Hop Good?
I say a gorilla because the lion will get at you.
I say, listen, the lion is only the king of the jungle because it travels in prides.
So it's a bunch of them.
The real king of the jungle is actually the elephant.
The elephant is not a game.
One elephant will bust up a pride of lions. I've seen it.
Boy.
Wow. Last question. Name brand or generic? How good?
Name brand.
I was about to say, if you say anything but name brand, you got two. I see the okay. Tony Tone name brand or generic.
Well, after talking to my accountant recently,
My freaking accountant.
my budget is not where it used to be, so I'm generic right now. No, I'm name brand.
Yeah, you be having some fly labels on, but I tell you what, like I like a couple of brands of shirts, and I went to the men's warehouse. The shirt was like $90. I go to doggone K&G, the same shirt is $35.
Hey, this how you know we getting older too, man. You ever walked in like K&G, but man, I was in Target the other night. Like, man, Target got some nice clothes.
Dude, I got Target I got Target sweaters. I buy Target t-shirts, those little hoodies like that. I get from Target. Certain stuff I get. I like Target underwear.
Yep. Target got some nice stuff.
Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all wear name brand drawers?
I do.
Yes.
I'm Calvin Klein.
Expensive ones though.
I'm Calvin Klein and Polo. Yes.
I wear Polo.
Really? So a pack of underwear hit you for how much?
On the average, about for a 3-piece, anywhere from like 15 to 20 some dollars, maybe 30 for a 3-pack. That's on a sale, really. But
how much your drawers cost?
I go to Rouse. I pay no more than $10 to $15 for the 3-pack of the Polo boxing briefs.
Those are pre-worn though. They pre-worn.
No,
they got be in the plant.
Stains already. All right, y'all. Welcome. Welcome, Mr. Steve Brown. Steve, if you could turn your phone sideways, man.
I can't. Oh man.
Really?
I can't.
Hey, I can hear you. Just talk.
I can't.
Just talk.
Unmute your mic.
He right there. Oh, hold on.
What it is, Steve don't really want to. He can hear, but he don't want to hear because he knows about them hands. You know, he sees me on here, and he knows he don't want to get in the ring with me. We got a date in the ring, and he don't.
He heard that.
It's one of you said that. I'm calling you, Steve.
Hey, Steve Brown, and unfortunately, call me back.
Okay, I'm calling you back.
So what it is, he's nervous, man, because me and Steve, you know, I've been waiting to get him in the ring. We got a date in the ring. We're going from punchlines to real punches, and you know he's dodging me, man. Steve is dodging. He's dodging me now.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing, Steve.
Hey, now let's have a conversation, Steve. You know, is it a situation, Steve, that people see you working out, see you training, and they want to challenge you? Why do they want to challenge you, Steve Brown?
Hey man, number one is because people are just built that way. I guess I don't know. Last night, if you want to get into it, I'll be glad to. But my thing is, Tony Tone and I, we have something in common. We have two things. Both of us light skinned, and both of us want to change the narrative on how a brother should look and feel at 50 plus. You know,
right.
So you know, I see when I used to see Tony Tone in the gym doing this thing, you know, it would be inspiring. So I'm like, you know what, man, let me go on and get back in the gym and do what I need to do. So
real quick, man. I mean, I happened to be there last night. We're out at Cat's Cafe. You never come to Cat's Cafe, and essentially one of the young comics kind of challenged you, man. Give us the quick story.
Alright, so you know, before you got there, you know, first of all, shout out Cafe and Maurice and everybody who was there, man. My very first time, because I mean, when I'm at home, I'm at home. I want the young cat. He immediately starts talking. Yeah, man, I see you working out. I studied you, box and all that. I saw you doing this and this and that. I think I can knock you out. I'm like, bro, I'm here for that. You know, what is your name? How you doing? I mean, that's the first thing he said to me. And everybody was like, look, man, you don't want to mess with this cat. Why you keep messing with him? So, Rodney, as you sitting there, as you know, as the night went on, he just kept throwing jab. I'm like, so I finally said, "You my bully, aren't you? Because you just keep bullying me, and I'm trying to play it off. Like you keep bullying." I said, "They go Rodney. They go. Why don't you bully them?
Leave me out of it."
Yeah.
You can send them my way. You can send them my way.
Why are you doing this, brother? No, man, I want you to help me. I'm like, bro, okay, cool. Just chill. You know what I'm saying? So, Rodney, you were there. You saw it. He kept going on. So finally, I think I said something to him to hurt his ego. I said, what is it with you, man? Are you trying to get famous off of me? Because I'm going to give you what you want. He said, oh, it's like that. You getting serious. Now, I wasn't going back and forth with him like that. Like, oh, I'll do this, I'll do. I don't want to fight with you, bro. I'm not, because the young comic, he got a little video out. The time I met him was at Dirty South Funeral, God rest his soul. And he showed me this video of him fighting this other comic, which it really was a girl scrap. And I said, my man, I'm not interested in that. Are you funny? I went on by my business.
Right.
So then he sees me again last night, and he tells me how he's been studying me. He how he like the way I move and this and that, and he kept talking at me. And Rodney, if you can,
this may have went on for an hour.
Yep, and Rodney, if you can remember, everybody was warning him. You even said, "Bruh, Steve Brown got great lateral movement." You remember you saying that?
Yeah, we had that whole conversation. Sure did.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, leave me alone. So now I said, bro, what is it with you? You want to get famous off me or something? So now walks away. He's like, but I heard him say, watch this. I'm like, here go the bull. So I'm standing there with y'all. He comes back. We all of us trying to ignore this brother. He starts mumbling. Say you say what you said. Now, then next thing you know, he has a gun out. Now,
wow.
I'm looking
What?
This Rodney. I just looked at it. I'm like, excuse my language, really, nigga. I'm just looking at him because I'm thinking in my mind, if you was gonna do something, if you was this tough guy, why didn't you do it right then? Because you knew you was gonna get fucked up. You went and got a gun to prove a point, and I said, because Rodney, the killing part is he called me last night, very apologetic.
Really?
What you did I said, what you did was kill your whole comedy career. And honestly, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. If you notice, I asked him, I said, what did you see when you saw me looking at you? And his thing was, he said, I was testing your nuts. He said, everybody else ran but you. Because Rodney, when y'all got the hell on, he said, don't none of y'all move. Don't none of y'all. Do you remember him saying that?
Nigga, I moved.
Yeah. So, hey, Tony Tone.
Yeah.
Rodney was the fullback and Marvin Hunter was the running back.
Hey, I'm glad we can laugh at this the following day, man. I will say this about Steve Brown. He stood there and looked at that man eye to eye with a gun in his hand, and it was nothing but God's hands around Steve Brown at that moment.
Yeah.
In my eyes, man. Hey, I'm glad you were able to get through it. I would love to have a chat with the young man and see what his head is on this, man.
And we got to get him in the ring for real. We got to get him in the ring for real.
Before you go, Steve, you had an opportunity to press charges on the young man, and you didn't.
I didn't. And let me tell you this part, because I know you got to go. He called me last night, very apologetic, and I told him, I said, brother, I said, do you know how I feel right now? He's like, man, I know you probably want to. That crossed my mind. I said, but brother, I feel sorry for you. I said, I've been down that road before where I felt like doing stupid shit like this was the answer. I said, brother, you were hurting from something on the inside. You were hurt people. You were hurting, bro. Because for you to be doing stuff like that, you were hurting. And you need somebody in your life. So I prayed on it, and I'm still thinking about pressing charges. But then again, and then I also brought this up. I said, tell you what, to keep me from pressing charges on you, let's meet in the boxing gym, and we go 5 rounds.
Yes.
Now, I told him, when we get in the ring, I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to really hurt you. But this is the only way I'm going to keep from pressing charges. You got to learn your lesson. That's just it. One way or the other. And then, honestly, I woke up this morning with the mind of mentoring him. Because that brother lost, man. He lost. And like I told him, I feel sorry for him. You know, you knew you wasn't going to do that with the gun. It was God covering me, because they could have went the other way.
Dude, that could have. Hey, I said one thing Rodney Perry is not about to be is an innocent bystander.
Yeah. And when he made that statement, I was like, bro, you got 45, 50-year-old men running. We supposed to be there chilling, and these brothers got to go leave their comfort zone because you did something stupid, bro. You did something to a comic who is well established, well respected, and you got comics who are well established and well respected. How do you think this is going to end for you in your so-called comedy career hasn't even got started? Nobody's going to want to deal with you, bro. So I'm like, I'm trying to. In other words, Rodney, even though it hurt my feelings for him to do that, because anybody could have got it that night.
Wow.
I still felt compassion for him, and that was a growth in me, man. And I really want to help this dude, but I'm just debating on whether I should send him back to jail or spend time with him, get his mind right, and whatever. Because I talked to Kelly Kell, comedian Kelly Kell, and another husband. They've tried. They say they've tried, and Kelly Kell really hard, and he did something crazy, and they kind of let him go. And I talked to her
I think the young man definitely needs mentorship, but it's more than that. He needs to sit down with somebody, and he probably needs some medication. Hey, Steve Brown, thank you for coming on, man. Appreciate it.
Get him in that ring first, though.
Tone say he wants some of that too.
Oh my God, not Tony Tone want to shoot me. And that's the only way he gonna beat me.
No, I'm just shooting jabs. I'm shooting jabs and hooks. That's all I'm doing.
Hey, man, just know that I love you, Tony Tone. I'm proud of you, man. And we gonna hang out sooner or later, man. But
likewise, Steve.
No, you gonna get carried out. I'll holler at y'all, man.
Oh God! All right, thank you, buddy. Hey, y'all, it's Roddy Perry. You're tuning in to Roddy Perry Live. We just talked to Tony Tone, law altercation last night. It all turned out well. It could have been worse.
Yeah.
And let's do our part to take care of each other. Hey, and I wasn't running,
too,
man. I walked inside.
Another.
Get ready for America's #1 funny man. What? Hey. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.
What up, party people? It's your boy Rodney Perry. We are back in full effect. Just took a phone call from the great Steve Brown. A bit of an altercation last night. Call me a hoe. What you're not gonna call me is on the way to the funeral. You know,
right.
People want to imply that Marvin and I ran and all that. So what?
Yeah, really. Why are they so? That's even dumb. Someone said, "Oh man, he pulled out a gun and y'all ran." Yeah, you're supposed to run. You're supposed to do like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Get down. Do it. Get out of the way. Get down. Get out of here. There's a gun in here now.
Although Steve Brown, I take my hat off to the man for standing in the face of that. And at the same time, guns go off on accident all the time.
And bullets don't have a name on it.
Bullets don't have a name. And so So what happens? The guy comes up. He's to my right. I look. I'm like, he's not gonna shoot me from that angle. But when he circled around and got right there, I like, if he missed Steve, he gonna hit me.
So he pulled it. He aimed it.
He didn't aim it,
but he brandished it. He brandished it.
He had it.
Yeah.
He had it, and he pulled it out. He had it inside of a jacket. He pulled it out, and he said, "I will kill you." That's what I want to say.
Man, let's talk about that.
Go ahead, Hop.
I sit there and I listen to it, and it's tragic. What if you listen to what he said about the young man? He said, "Young man said, well, I want to work with you. I want you. You know, if you want me to, if you're enamored by me in some way, shape, or form, you know, the first act of admiration is love, and then it's hate, then it's resentment for nothing. These young kids do not know how to come up to a Rodney Perry, you know, or Tony Tone say, hey, you know,
he had already reached out to me that night. We talked. I told him, I said, man, I'm gonna do a sketch with you. But Steve said, it's gonna be very difficult to get me to do anything with him.
It's gonna be very difficult for anyone to do anything with them if they have any regard for their brand or their safety. These young kids, man, I mean, and I blame, it's partially to blame on the men out there, and I'm gonna touch on it. It's because a lot of these kids that are coming up, they raised in a single parent home with, and they're missing that unit of a strong male figure, a strong male hand on their shoulder. So they're literally operating out in the world with not all their mechanics.
Right.
And then it being glorified to take Molly, to get high. They're over medicating instead of trying to, you know, going through getting. I done got whooped. I done got punched in the chest when I was younger.
Yeah.
You did not talk, you know, you look at a man, you look at him in his eye and you ask him, you give him a firm handshake and you ask for help if you need it. Yeah. You don't try to bully or antagonize somebody, you know, be an antagonist to somebody to make them help you. And if you don't,
you did that. You went 3 tries on that. You got it the 3rd time.
I know, it was my lips, it was my big lips. I had to get it out.
So that antagonist, antagonize.
That nigga said antagonize.
Yeah, antagonize. Yeah, yes. Per se.
Yeah, for which is.
Yeah. In the proximity of. But at the end of the day, man, you still have an obligation. Steve has an obligation to his family to whenever he leaves the home, especially you, Rodney, you're obligated to come back. If you do something to impede that, that's not good for the family. I think Steve should stay far away from him and let the authorities handle the way it is. You can call me snitch. I'm 53.
Let me ask you something, Tony Tone. You're a boxer. You box. You got videos up. Do people like try you?
Nope. And no, I've never had that. That's why it was so weird that guy would do that to Steve, man. And I mean, and honestly, I put out more videos of boxing than Steve had. You know what I'm saying? Even though Steve has, but I don't know, man. I think he just had it out for Steve or something, man. I don't know, man. Or who knows? That dude might have did me the same way if he followed me before. If I I don't know, man. But nobody's ever challenged me like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because I'm superior with it. No, I'm kidding. But no.
All jokes aside, Tone, it's something about boxing that makes you aggressive. Like
no.
I used to do the boxing circuit trainer, and I would leave there wanting to fight somebody.
But okay, so that does happen, Rodney. But let me tell you what it does for me, and what it does for any kind of boxing or martial arts. They're the calmest, most calm people. They have the cooler head most of the time because they know what they can do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Everything. They
know what they can do, and they handle it well, man. But I mean, some people do. There are some MMA fighters and boxers that do. Since they know what they can do. They go out and kind of a bully, like, you know, they're like, yo, you know what I can do? But not all. Most boxers and fighters are very calm, and unless you know who they are and what they do, you would never know they can box. It's just
But
something.
let me ask y'all this. As the elder of the two men, does Steve have a responsibility to defuse this before it gets there?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's a cooler head prevailing. And that'd usually be the wiser one. The wiser person, which in this case is usually the oldest person, you diffuse it. You're like, you know what I'm saying? You don't meet, sometimes you don't meet fire with fire all the time. Sometimes you meet fire with you extinguish it with some water. And that's a cooler head, man. And that's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? Like Steve, I mean, the guy better be lucky that Steve didn't have a gun.
They
That
both
could have
would
got
have
really
been sad if one of us bystanders had got shot.
right. That too. All that. So Steve stood there calmly. He didn't panic, which says a lot when somebody got a gun in their hand, even if they're not aiming it at you, to be like the potential of what could have happened. And you stay calm, and he just diffused it. He talked to him. He used his words, and the dude, you know, that dude just being.
Actually, he didn't say nothing. Steve didn't say a word to him. He just stood there and looked at him. And I was like, man, God's hands is around Steve, but they might not be around me tonight. I'm going inside.
Right. I know what you're saying. Yeah, for real. Like I'm gonna run deeper into God's hands. But yeah, man.
I ran up God's sleeve.
You ran up his sleeve. You ran right to his bosom. I'm running right to his bosom.
And the Kinsey TV, you got to catch the story offline. You missed it. You late, girl.
Yeah. That's. I'm just glad. Like I say, it didn't end tragically. It could have been much worse. But I feel like I mean, Steve he definitely stayed calm, and that made the dude think, man, I guess, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it just wasn't Steve's time, because that dude sounded like a real hothead. But I'm with Steve. I would invite him into the ring, though. Man.
Hello.
Hey.
How you doing, sis? Rodney Perry.
Hey, Ray didn't call in yet?
He did not.
Okay, I've been calling him all morning too. Let me call his wife.
Okay. Thank you. All right, we're waiting on Red Grant, man. Hopefully he can make it in today, man. I really want to chop it up with this guy, man. Couldn't be prouder of Red Grant making his run at the Mayorial race in Washington, D.C.
Wow.
Such a big deal, man. It's always interesting to me to see comedians with other endeavors. You know, I'm just impressed with that, man.
Especially like that, man. That's wild, man. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know any, like, we know Red, and even politicians that we don't know, I don't know any of them with a comedian background. You know what I'm saying? And for a fellow comedian to go to the political route, that's pretty deep.
Wasn't it a guy, Al Franken?
Yeah, he was a stand-up comedian, wasn't he?
I think he was.
Or a comedic actor or something. Yeah, Al Franken, yeah. Now, I tell you, a comedian that we don't know personally, but I know he was a comedian. That's the president of Ukraine, man, Volodymyr Zelensky, man. That dude was a comedian, and now he's the president of Ukraine out there on the battlefield fighting.
How crazy! And he did an interview. This is the great Red Grant.
There he is, representing the DMV. The DC, Maryland area, Virginia.
Yes, he is, man.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
What's up, Red?
Bingo. Bingo.
He's real close. I just talked to his publicist.
Oh, okay.
He should be back here then. This is, oh, look at this picture. Oh, goodness.
Look at that.
This is Red. This is his first lady, his wife, Noelle.
Wow.
Good people, man.
It's one thing to be a politician. It's another thing to thank you, Red. He coming in. Okay, cool. He is on the way in here, Mr. Red Grant. Man, I cannot wait to talk with him, guys. Matter of fact, let's take a quick break. We come back, Red Grant.
All right.
Yeah.
This is a male-dominated industry, and as a woman, you can't let them know your every move. I got it. Jamila, are you pregnant? Hey, Stan!
I can't take another pill for 24 hours.
Without commitment, you'll never start. But without consistency, you'll never finish. Give me another chance, okay, Porter? Yes!
Finding Happy. All new episodes Saturday, 8/7 Central. Only on Bounce.
Are you a victim of domestic violence? Since 2013, From Ordinary to Extraordinary has helped over 3,000 women, and we want to continue to rebuild the community with one family at a time. Please make a donation or sign up for volunteer opportunities today at IamFote.org. No matter how you choose to get involved, know that every bit counts. From Ordinary to Extraordinary is a 501c3 nonprofit organization designed to empower women and girls that have experienced domestic violence.
Wait, girl. I think that's him. Let's roll that way so he can see us.
Hey, ladies.
Hey, wait a minute. Are you the sugar daddy? That's not him.
Oh, it's not.
That's not him. No. Yes, it is. That's not sugar daddy. I'm telling you, girl. That's what I heard. That's the grocery store. That's not him.
Okay.
That's not him.
Check your bucky.
I told you it was him. It was him. Girl, I cannot believe this. Where did he go? Sugar daddy. Girl, where is he? I want to at least say thank you. Like, where is he? Sugar daddy. Get the bucket. Get the bucket. Oh, yeah. Get the bucket. Get the bucket. Where is he? Wow. Shit. Thank you. Sugar daddy.
Yo, hold on. Let me take this down right here. Boom. Hey, the sugar daddy was in the mall. Tony. Yo,
That's hilarious, man.
Somebody told me that, like, he didn't pay for the groceries, he just put them in the buggy.
Yeah. More like helpful daddy, helper daddy.
Yeah. Helpmate daddy.
Yeah.
We won't try to take a leap with us that he actually paid for the groceries, or at least enough to get you in put in jail at Walmart or Target.
You should have said, "See you in self checkout."
Yeah. Don't be. I'll be over there in a minute.
Yeah.
Yo, we are here. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. He is making his way to the show. Hopgood, man. How you holding up, man? How's everything going? Thank you for staying with us yesterday. The women took over the show.
Yeah, I know it. I know it. That was a good vibe, though. Man, you know, you're really kicking the year off, Rodney. It's really some feel-good stories. It's real good stuff.
Yeah, this show feels good. And I was thinking that we're going to, once a week, I want to Hopgood. I'm still putting the team together. Hopgood, Drama, maybe one other or two other people, and we'll call it the Great Debaters. And we're gonna just debate topics.
I like it.
Like once a week, like a Monday or Tuesday.
I like it.
That's good. That's good.
I'm also to the audience. I am moving the show to 10 a.m. So instead of 9 till 11 Eastern, it's going to go 10 to 12 Eastern. Drama says, I'm down.
9 to 11 for me. Okay. I'm with it.
Yeah, man. When people ask what makes a comedian qualified to be in politics, it doesn't matter that they're a comedian. It only matters that they have to kill. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, here he is joining the show. If your phone isn't landscape, if you can make it landscape, that'll be great. Red Grant. I'm gonna drop you guys out. I'll bring you back up. Stay right there. Stay right there, ladies and gentlemen. Made an awesome run at the mayoral race in Washington, D.C. I couldn't be prouder of this young man, Red Grant.
Hey, Rodney Perry.
Rodney Grant, how are you?
I'm doing outstanding. The two Rodneys, they got them together. I don't know how that happened.
Hey, Red, man, we play Madden, we talk crazy to each other, but all jokes aside, though, I could not be prouder of your run, man. You slimmed down, you went back home, you took your family, you was in the community, you raised money. How much money did you raise, Red?
Well, the money I raised is crazy because people always ask me, you had to have raised millions and millions of dollars to do this process, because I was up against a opponent who actually raised $5.7 million, almost $6 million. But we did this off $100,000.
Get out of here.
Yeah, we ran we ran a race, and a lot of people didn't know that till the race was over. That we only raised about $100,000. If we would have raised somewhere around $1 million, we would have pretty much probably blew her out the water.
Wow.
We were independent, man, and that $100,000 that we did
that's
raise,
a lot.
That took us a long way, and a lot of people, man, a lot of donations from.
What did you learn, Red Grant, that you didn't already know about the political process?
I learned a lot, man. I learned, Rodney, you gotta understand. I started at scratch, but I got a lot of great people around me with a lot of great political minds. I think one thing about me as an individual and as a business person I understand how to organize, how to put people in place that are smarter than me. And I had some great, incredible people. I brought my partner Robert Wood on early. Then he brought on Carl Thomas, who not the singer, but the actual political mind, and so many others. Shucks, my team was so deep, and the ones that I'm not mentioning, they know how powerful they were. But just bringing up so many political minds that knew more than me, and actually trained me. I was like a baby. I had to get retrained, but I went back to UDC, University of District of Columbia, and I took a political science class. A political science class, but it was in DC politics. And I started really becoming a historian again.
Got it.
And learning more about where I come from. It's funny that you don't know where you come from, and until you really start studying. And I've been living here a long time, so I learned a lot, man. I learned about the Democratic Party is strong. I learned that.
Hey, what about this? What inspired you to run? Like, what made you want to get involved, man? Because it's easy for Red Grant to just keep telling jokes, keep being funny, keep touring.
Right.
But you got involved, man.
I think I was called to run for mayor, Rodney, to be honest with you. I feel like I had achieved a lot in the comedy game. I've achieved a lot in business and production. I've achieved a lot in family. And when God called you to do things, you gotta stop that process and take advantage of it, because we stop to do BS in life.
Yes, sir.
We stop our processes in life to do a lot of things that don't even benefit us as people, and don't benefit nobody else. So when he called me to run for mayor, I was like, Dad, you want me to sell my house in LA? You want me to leave sunny Southern California and tell my wife? First of all, you got to tell your wife that God told you to do something, and that and
let's stop right there, Red Grant. Your wife is not a game.
No, she's not a game.
And your daughter ain't no punk either.
Nah, none of my daughters. None of them.
Your daughter told me Rodney Perry is a bummy. So
I got a family of women around me that's like almost like the Black Panther women. They they super incredible. But when you tell your wife, I'm gonna run for mayor, I'm gonna do it, and she say yes, and I'm in 1,000%.
Yeah.
You got to just go for it. So, no matter what I needed to learn and what I needed to do to make that process happen, I was going to do. And, a lot of people, ask me that same question, what made me run? But it was definitely a spiritual situation, but it also was a community situation. I was coming back to DC and I was seeing things that was happening in my city that weren't right. And a lot of people didn't have a voice to speak for them, and they still don't. And I want to be that voice. I want to be that person that truly uses my influence to be able to push things, to the limit and push other people to the limit. And we started that process.
Hey man, you did a wonderful job, in my opinion. The Grant for Mayor site is still up. What's next for Red Grant, the politician?
Well, I mean, it's crazy because you getting the first interview after the run. Like, this is the first interview, and I told my publicist Ante that I'm gonna start doing interviews now. I wanted to wait till Martin Luther King Day was over to even talk about politics. And one question people keep asking me, "Are you gonna run for mayor again?" And I told them, I'm definitely gonna run for mayor again. But politically, right now, we're gearing up to just make sure that we do the things that we said we were going to do when we became mayor. Stand in the community, making sure people's civil rights
and hold those other politicians accountable.
You got to hold them accountable. And that's what it's crazy because I woke up this morning like around 4 something in the morning. My brain was spinning. Like, I'm seeing things online. I'm seeing like, I got the Don't Shoot Guns, Shoot Cameras program to help our young people learn filmmaking from thought to theater. And I've been, I just became chairman of public relations for bringing back vocational education to Washington, D.C. And I look online yesterday and on the mayor's site, and she's starting to understand to put vocational education on her site and talk about filmmaking and that's incredible because we need to be pushing each other to do more. I don't want to be a person that is look, African Americans, we've been split too long.
Yeah.
And I never want anybody to think that because I ran a race against you or we ran against each other that we should be enemies of some sort. Because me and you play Madden and we play against each other. We talk as much trash as we can to each other. But at the end of the day, you my brother. Yeah. And I'm proud of you. I want to see you be successful. But ultimately, I want to see us help people to be successful. And if we can do anything together, that's more powerful than splitting it apart. So, I'm reaching out to all the political individuals, not only in my city, but around the country, to get involved with helping each other, to push each other, to, to love one another. And let's not let politics deform the real reason that we got into politics, and that's to serve.
Wow. Hey, y'all, my name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. I'm talking to Rodney Red Grant. How many votes did you get, Red?
We got close to 100,000 votes.
So dollar for dollar, you earned every single vote. And I think, that our friends or people that would call themselves Red Grant friends and or supporters that didn't come through and get that dollar, that $100, that $1,000 should be ashamed of themselves.
Well, they're gonna get it. They're gonna get an opportunity because I'm gonna run for something else, and I'll be making that announcement soon. But you're right. Dollar for dollar, it's very important that people invest in the process, because when you invest in the process, you're investing in the future of not just me, but the young people that's out here, the message itself that's reverberating around the country. And we gotta really become more educated about the political process.
Yes, sir.
So our local politics is the most important politics, and that's in any city, because that directly affects you as an individual. The president.
Hey, Red, joining us, comedian Tony Tone.
Yeah,
my co-host for today, Hop Good. I wanted to bring him on, dude. As we talk, just unpacking your run, man. Again, man, so happy for you, so proud of you.
Yeah.
What did you do first? Because I noticed your body change. Like I noticed, we be walking around a little chubby sometimes. And then I said, wait a minute, Red, the guy slim, fit.
Hey, I started looking at Tony Tone tapes. Tone been in shape ever since I know him, man. It look like a baby, man. Good to see you, Tone. You know the history. Yeah.
Hey, likewise, man. Look, let me tell you something, Red, man. I just learned today that you ran for mayor, man. I'm like, oh, that's awesome, man. And real talk, man. I'm proud of you too, just like Rodney is, man, and everybody else. And I learned something today that I never learned. If I haven't learned but one thing today, I learned something new. It's always good to learn something new. I just learned your first name is actually Rodney. I never knew that.
You didn't know that?
I never knew that. All I knew was Red Grant, man. So, but hey, man, either way, man, hey, that's awesome, Red, man. I wish you continued success, man. Great to see you, man, and everything, man. Just, man, that's awesome, man. You on another level.
Hey, no, we all are definitely truly blessed to be on this show right now, because I always say, like, comedy is like a place that if you make it, if you become successful at it, you can do anything in life,
Yeah.
And I think that we are some of the smartest individuals in the world, just to be able to come up with material that really
absolutely
is policy. To be honest with you, it's policy. We creating policy right now. When we tell a joke, it's about a community, somebody, your family. I mean, something that you don't experience. All policy.
Right.
Now did they use any of your comedy against you, Red? From maybe older material, or did you have to sanitize? Did you have to, you know what I'm saying? Did you have to think about that?
Nah, I mean, I looked at it like this, right? If you don't think that these political individuals are cursing behind closed doors, they lying to you. Right. But what's the worst thing they can say that my wife?
Have you been invited to play bingo? Remember that joke, bingo?
I used to go to the senior homes during my campaign, and they called me Mr. Bingo. So I took my own bingo board to all the senior homes, and like on Wednesdays I play bingo with the seniors, and it was fun. It was fun because a lot of times people don't even like. Our seniors have been definitely forgotten about.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get a certain age and people just don't even want to speak to you.
Right.
They don't want to come visit you, and just to see their faces to say, we're gonna do bingo, man. It'd be hundreds of seniors coming downstairs to play bingo, man.
That's awesome.
And we all should do that for our seniors and continue to do. But yeah, I do play bingo still. But I think that was one of my funniest jokes and one of the most memorable jokes I've ever done.
Red Grant, man. I won't hold you all day, man. First of all, thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
We know you made a movement. What about the people that already knew you? Like, they had to relearn Red Grant.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I call you, I got your personal number. Hey, Red, come on the show. You're like, nigga, I'm running for fucking mayor.
Rodney call you like, yeah, come on now. I'm like, hey, bro, I got 500 volunteers. You know what I mean? I got 22 team members. I had
to make myself stop, though. I really did. I stopped to go low. My man is running for mayor. He don't have time to chat right now.
Look, that was running for any office you asked me what did I learn? I learned that it's the hardest job that I've ever had in my life.
Wow.
Right. And I can say that I had all kind of jobs, but like pound for pound, like the daily grind of getting up, canvassing, team members, meetings, we comedians, or actors, or even me running a business all my life has not been as strenuous as running for office.
Wow.
And,
How good? You got a question for Mr. Grant?
Nah, man. Me and Rodney, we follow each other on. Actually, he's on my Facebook. He came to. He's an ICE alumni. Happy J5, belated J5, by the way, sir.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, man.
I followed the campaign, and I've been following your career a long time, man. And a couple of the Wild Bunch Kappas donated some money when I told them you was running.
Yeah, man. Tell them brothers, thank you, man.
I just, it's really humbling for you to come back to your city the way you did. It's inspiring. So, even though I'm an alpha, and I got a picture on my Facebook of you throwing up the yo and me throwing up the alpha, I was really inspired by you. So
well, I think
it's just a testament.
I look at life like this. I'm really going deep into the Divine Nine right now because we all got to start doing more what we said we was going to do when we became in either our fraternities or sororities. And that's even with the Masons and everything else is going on. Like all these organizations have to start really living up to their service identities. Yeah. And we gotta do it now. We can't be gangbanging. We can't be saying,
exactly.
Oh man, I don't mess with them. He an alpha. I can't mess with him. He a capo. I can't mess with him. Nah. I don't care what you're doing in life. What's your political presence? Everybody in this world should be serving their communities in some way, shape, and form. And it's important. And it's crazy because I'm about to go back. I'm about to start going back on tour, and I'm getting my chops back. I gotta get my chops back because
yes, sir.
Can't get off. Once you get off stage, it's like playing golf. Once you go back, you're gonna be a little off.
Yeah, the timing.
It's the timing. But I'm doing some shows coming up February 3rd through the 5th at Chuckles in Memphis. February 11th with D-Ray and Lil Duval in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And then I'm going to go to Tommy T's the 24th through the 26th and do Tommy T's up in the Bay Area. And then I'm probably jump back on tour with Cat in some of these big stages and just rock out. And people say, well, are you going to still do politics? I say, once you're in politics, you never stop politics. We got foundations that we're running right now. We got things that we're doing in the community, dealing with our ANCs and our council members. And, hopefully soon, me and the mayor will sit down and have a good chop up and see where we can go to continue to plan this movement and help some people in the city.
Wow. Hey, man.
That's awesome.
Red Grant, again, can't thank you enough for coming on. I think the word that I'm going to walk away with is service, and that's because of you, man.
It is.
And I'm a friend and a fan. Dude, well done. Good to see you back on the road.
Hey, that's probably the most unique credit. That's the most unique credit you can ever have as a comedian. Hey, this next brother y'all seen on BT Current, but he's also a mayor. He's a mayor. Y'all give it up. He's a mayor of a city. So I'm like, God.
Hey, it's crazy because that's what they call me, man. The 100,000 constituents that voted for me. I'm their mayor. So the city is split right now, and we just need to continue to bring it together.
That's awesome.
Wow. Hey, that man is Red Grant. Thank you. Hey, Red, how do people stay in touch? The site is still up.
Well, the site is still up, but they can I want people to go to voteedsaveslives.com, and I want y'all to go there and click the button and sign the petition. Vocational education has to come back to the city of Washington, D.C. and other cities like Chicago and Detroit and Los Angeles. And vocational education is not just, the electrician or, the plumber, but it's
that'll give you a trade when you walk away with a trade.
Heck yeah, but it's also music. It's also filmmaking. It's also, I mean, vocational education is deeper now. So, you know, if you guys can go and sign that, Voc Ed Saves Lives, and also go to redgrant.com and you can continue to follow what I'm doing comedically on stage. And, you know, we're going to continue to rock out.
Yeah. Redgrant.com is the site. Voc Ed Saves Lives. Red, man, again, thank you, bro. Thank you for coming on the show. And you got my vote.
Hey, man, we appreciate you, Rodney.
I was about to move to D.C. again, buy a house, just so I can vote.
Hey, I told him if I could have got the votes for just the people right across the Maryland line, I'd have had 472,000 votes.
Yeah.
Red, you still got your place in Vegas?
Nah, I had to sell it to run for mayor.
Damn. Wow. Man, dude, people don't know the sacrifice that you and your family made to do this, dude. And I like, again, I cannot be more proud of the stance you made. You serve your community, and it's not over. Well done, Red Grant.
Yes, sir.
Hey, y'all keep being what y'all do, man. Rodney Perry, I'm proud of you, bro.
My man. Hey, y'all, we're gonna get out of here. The name of the show is Rodney Perry Live. I'm Rodney Perry. That man is Red Grant. Wow. Well done, sir. Let's get out of here. Hey, put my button there. Oh, there you go.